pick,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
negotiate,
800 bucks.
900.
850.
close.
Are we doing it? It's a deal.
All right, score.
Flying across the field feeling like that guy did in 1937.
They're the masters of the art of picking.
That's the kind of stuff you dream about.
Most of the time.
I'm gonna give you $600. Nope.
Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel that I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's American Pickers. American Pickers star Danielle Colby has shared details on their friendship with co-star Mike Wolfe, saying they talk 4 or 5 days a week in a new interview with Newsweek. The context: the History Channel's hit series American Pickers debuted in 2010, and it has gone on to have 26 seasons, with new episodes premiering next month. The show follows a team of antiques enthusiasts who search the United States for unique items and meet interesting collectors along the way. What to know? Colby, who prefers they/them pronouns, and Wolfe have been on American Pickers since the program first started, but their friendship began prior to fame. He is one of my very best friends. I don't think that's something that could ever change, Colby told Newsweek. Our families are way too intertwined. I mean, at this point, there's no divorcing from one another for sure. Colby, 49, has 2 children, a son named Miles and a daughter named Memphis. In February 2024, they got married to their photographer husband, Jeremy Stutch. Wolfe, 61, is dating girlfriend Letitia Klein, and he shares daughter Charlie with his ex-wife, Jody Catherine Wolfe. When Mike and I started, I think that there was just this attraction in terms of friendship and community work and celebrating antiques and vintage and celebrating history and learning to understand history in different ways we didn't before, they shared. I think he and I really bonded on that, and I think it's something that has really held us together and held our friendship very close. The television personality called the antique archaeology owner an ally for them as a femme in the antiques world, which is something they have really appreciated. That's a relationship that goes so deep. It's such a family tie. Our families are so intertwined. It's just something that will last forever and ever and ever. I don't see it ever going away, they said, noting. We talk to each other probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. Colby opened their new burlesque museum, the Enthusiast Arts Museum, on June 21st in Davenport, Iowa, and Wolfe was a key supporter on their new project. It's so interesting because I think that's part of what bonded Mike and I from the beginning is we both are avid collectors of what we love. I love burlesque history, and so that's what I collect, but Mike also loves burlesque history, and so he collects a little bit of it too, they said. Colby said that Mike donated items to their museum and has helped us in accessing a lot of items that we otherwise maybe wouldn't have been able to access so easily. American Pickers star Danielle's husband. Kids helped her with new. Translate. American Pickers star Danielle Colby has shared details on their friendship with co-star Mike Wolfe, saying they talk 4 or 5 days a week, in a new interview with Newsweek. The History Channel's hit series American Pickers debuted in 2010, and it has gone on to have 26 seasons, with new episodes premiering next month. The show follows a team of antiques enthusiasts who search the United States for unique items and meet interesting collectors along the way. What to know? Colby, who prefers they/them pronouns, and Wolfe have been on American Pickers since the program first started, but their friendship began prior to fame. He is one of my very best friends. I don't think that's something that could ever change, Colby told Newsweek. Our families are way too intertwined. I mean, at this point, there's no divorcing from one another for sure. Colby, 49, has 2 children, a son named Miles and a daughter named Memphis. In February 2024, they got married to their photographer husband, Jeremy Stutch. Wolfe, 61, is dating girlfriend Letitia Klein, and he shares daughter Charlie with his ex-wife, Jody Catherine Wolfe. Danielle Mike American Pickers Lollapalooza speaks Nashville. Danielle Colby attends the Metallica performance during Day 2 of Lollapalooza at Grant Park on August 1, 2015 in Chicago, Illinois. Mike Wolfe speaks during the 50th anniversary celebration of Studio A on. More Gary Miller / Film Magic. Jason Davis/Getty Images. When Mike and I started, I think that there was just this attraction in terms of friendship and community work and celebrating antiques and vintage and celebrating history and learning to understand history in different ways we didn't before, they shared. I think he and I really bonded on that, and I think it's something that has really held us together and held our friendship very close. The television personality called the antique archaeology owner an ally for them, as a femme in the antiques world, which is something they have really appreciated. For over a decade, American Pickers has captivated audiences with its treasure-hunting adventures, quirky characters, and fascinating historical finds. Among the show's most beloved stars is Danielle Colby, the spirited manager of antique archaeology who has become a fan favorite for her bold personality, vintage style, and deep knowledge of antiques. But while the show focuses on the hunt for rare items, fans have also been intrigued by the dynamic between Danielle and her co-star, Mike Wolfe. Recently, Danielle opened up about her friendship with Mike, addressing rumors, challenges, and the bond that has kept them working together for years. In an exclusive interview, she shared her thoughts on their relationship, the evolution of the show, and what the future holds for the American Pickers team. The early days of American Pickers and building a friendship. When American Pickers premiered in 2010, viewers were immediately drawn to the chemistry between Mike Wolfe, Frank Fritz, and Danielle Colby. While Mike and Frank traveled across the country in search of hidden gems, Danielle held down the fort at the shop, researching leads, negotiating deals, and keeping the business running smoothly. Danielle recalls the early days with fondness, describing Mike as a mentor and friend. "Mike took a chance on me when he didn't have to," she said. "I didn't have a background in television, but he saw something in me and gave me an opportunity. Over the years, we've had our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, there's a mutual respect there." Their friendship wasn't always smooth sailing, however. As the show grew in popularity, tension sometimes arose behind the scenes, navigating challenges and public scrutiny. Like any long-term working relationship, Danielle and Mike have faced their share of challenges. Rumors of behind-the-scenes drama have swirled for years, especially after Frank Fritz's departure from the show in 2021. Some fans speculated that there was tension between Mike and Danielle, but she insists that their bond remains strong. "People love to create drama where there isn't any," Danielle said with a laugh. "Mike and I have had disagreements. That's normal when you work closely with someone for over a decade. But we've always worked through it. He's like family to me." One of the biggest tests of their friendship came when Frank left the show. Reports suggested that Frank and Mike had a falling out, and Danielle found herself caught in the middle of fan speculation. After spending the past several years restoring forgotten relics to their former glory, American Pickers stars Mike Wolfe and Danielle Colby have teamed up once again. On Saturday, June 21st, Colby officially opened their Enthusiast Arts Museum, a museum dedicated to the history of stripping, and she commemorated the event with a message of thanks to Wolfe, the man who she says encouraged her to follow her dreams. "Thank you at Mike Wolfe American Picker for all these years of love and friendship, support, understanding, and realness." The History Channel personality captioned a photo of herself and Wolfe. "I'm thankful the universe put us together and have lived this wild double-decades-long ride as your friend. I know we have many more ahead of us." They continued, "Thank you for supporting my love of the Enthusiast Arts and pushing me to open this museum through your own example of preserving history. Now it's just about time for our big grand opening day. I love you, brother." Responding to the post, Wolfe wrote, "Too many years and memories to count by your side. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Can't wait to see it complete. Your collection is unbelievable. It's going to be an epic museum." Known as the Queen of Rust, Colby first joined American Pickers when the show premiered on the History Channel in 2010 alongside Wolfe and the late Frank Fritz. They remained a staple of the show, serving as the office manager and later antique hunter, before temporarily exiting during season 23 following a uterine fibroids diagnosis. Colby returned for season 24 and has been a mainstay ever since. Colby, who also performs burlesque under the stage name Danny Diesel, announced back in May that they would be opening their Enthusiast Arts Museum this summer. Colby shared at the time, Join us June 21st, 2025 at our grand opening for an evening of education perfectly paired with titillation. I'm so honored to be your host for the night. I will lead you on an educational adventure you will never forget with the help of my enticing cast. Upon the museum's grand opening, Colby said, for the Quad Cities Regional Business Journal, "This is more than just a museum. It's the realization of a dream, rooted in my love for burlesque and in the city I call home. This is a sacred space where we celebrate performers not only for their beauty and bravery, but for the trailblazers they were. They carved out space in history by being bold, creative, and unashamed, and now their stories will finally be told with the respect they deserve." It was a tough time, she admitted. Frank was a big part of the show, and his absence was felt. But Mike and I had to keep moving forward. We had a business to run and a show to make. At the end of the day, we had to focus on what was best for American pickers. The evolution of their friendship. Despite the challenges, Danielle says her friendship with Mike has evolved in positive ways. While they may not always see eye to eye on everything, they share a deep respect for each other's work ethic and passion for antiques. Mike is a visionary, she said. He sees potential in things that others overlook, and that's true in business and in life. I've learned so much from him over the years. She also credits Mike with supporting her through personal struggles, including her advocacy for burlesque and women's rights. Danielle, a well-known burlesque performer and vintage enthusiast, has used her platform to promote body positivity and female empowerment, something Mike has always encouraged. "He's never tried to change who I am," she said. "He respects my passions and my voice, and that means a lot." What's next for Danielle and Mike? With American Pickers still going strong, fans are curious about what the future holds for Danielle and Mike. While the show has undergone changes, including new pickers joining the team, Danielle remains a key part of the series. "I'm not going anywhere," she confirmed. "I love what I do, and I love sharing these stories with the fans. As long as people are interested in the history behind these treasures, I'll keep doing this." As for her friendship with Mike, Danielle says they'll continue to navigate the ups and downs together. "Life is too short to hold grudges," she said. "Mike and I have been through a lot, but we're still here, still picking, and still making memories. That's what matters." Final thoughts: a friendship built on respect. At the heart of American Pickers is not just the hunt for antiques, but the relationships between the people who make the show what it is. Danielle and Mike's friendship has been tested by time, change, and public scrutiny, but it remains a cornerstone of the series. For Danielle, the bond she shares with Mike is one of mutual respect, shared history, and a love for preserving the past. And as long as there are hidden treasures to uncover, their partnership and friendship will continue to thrive. Fans of American Pickers have reason to celebrate as Danielle Colby and Mike Wolfe are reuniting for a new project. The beloved duo, who brought history and treasure hunting to life on the hit History Channel show, are joining forces once again, sparking excitement among longtime viewers. Danielle Colby, known for her vibrant personality and passion for burlesque and vintage fashion, played a key role behind the scenes at Antique Archaeology, managing the shop, while Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz, who departed in 2021, scoured the country for hidden gems. Though Colby stepped back from regular appearances in recent seasons, her chemistry with Wolfe remains undeniable. Details about their new collaboration are still under wraps, but sources suggest it could involve a fresh take on antique hunting, storytelling, or even a spin-off series. Wolfe has continued American Pickers with new co-hosts, but fans have missed the dynamic between him and Colby, making this reunion highly anticipated. Both stars have expressed admiration for each other over the years, with Colby crediting Wolfe for the opportunities the show brought her. Meanwhile, Wolfe has praised Colby's dedication to preserving history and empowering women in the antiques world. Whether they're uncovering forgotten relics or sharing their love of the past, Danielle Colby and Mike Wolfe's partnership promises to deliver the same charm and adventure that made American Pickers a hit. Stay tuned for more updates on their exciting new venture.